backbenchers of either side are elected to this House to hear it first. Not to be outside of Morrison's petrol station, not to be on a bus, not doing it to TikTok.
The House of Commons witnessed a rare and furious intervention today as the Speaker openly reprimanded the government for bypassing parliamentary rules and leaking major policies directly to the media.
The government's own ministerial code makes it clear that important policy announcements should be made in the first instance to this House when it's sitting. Some people seem to have very short memories. We've had the last 3 days of this announcement being drip-fed to the media. That is not in line with the government's own rules.
An incredibly sharp reality check that left ministers visibly uncomfortable before the scheduled debate even began. To support raw, unedited political updates, make sure to hit that share button, drop a like and subscribe. Let's see how the confrontation unfolded.
Before we come to the urgent cost on motorists, the urgent question, I'm going to repeat what I've said to the House at the start of the parliamentary session. The government's own ministerial code makes it clear that important policy announcements should be made in the first instance to this House when it's sitting. Some people seem to have very short memories. We've had the last 3 days of this announcement being drip-fed to the media. That is not in line with the government's own rules and it is unacceptable. These backbenchers of either side are elected to this House to hear it first. Not to be outside of Morrison's petrol station, not to be on a bus, not doing it to TikTok. These members should be respected. I uphold this House and I respect the members if the government doesn't. The government's got to get its act together and recognise the value of its own backbenchers. Right, we now come to the urgent question. Samel Stride, shall I chance?
Mr. Speaker, may I begin by agreeing with you and to say that how disrespectful it is that this U-turn on fuel duty has already been released to the media earlier this week. The news was plastered across national newspapers on Monday.
The Shadow Chancellor and I saw each other in the studios early this morning when I was out there talking about the free, unlimited bus travel for children that we're going to be. The Chancellor is going to be updating on this earlier today.
Sorry. I'm going to say to the Minister, I don't think it's a good example that we was in the studios rather than telling this out. It's confirming my problem that that Sky or BBC is more important than the backbenchers who've been elected by constituents across this country are hearing it second-hand. It is not acceptable. So don't think it's a bonus to tell the House now.
Speaker, the Chancellor will be coming along to the House later along today, and she's going to...
Order. I think the point I was making was that you said that you were doing the studios. You're here now. I think it should have been here first. Do we both agree, Minister?
Mr. Speaker, my apologies. I was intending to say just then that the Chancellor will come to the House and will give a full statement on exactly everything, including the matters that we are discussing today.
This standard of procedure is vital for transparency. If you want to stay updated on these key political moments, please hit that like button and subscribe to the channel in one single click. Thank you for watching and see you next time.